What is up? What is up? What is up? Happy Wednesday. It's FOMC day. Let's kick this off. All right. I'm a few minutes late today. Sorry, guys. It is 9:10, 9:11. But I'm going to start marking up the chart here. We are right in between two opening range highs from last week. So if you look down here yesterday, we broke out through the opening range lows from these same days where we had opening range highs, 30-minute opening range. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing my screen. I'll show my screen in a second. Let me just finish marking everything up real quick, charting everything out. Although opening range, that's a very interesting level. We got some interesting levels today we'll talk about here in a second. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get this marked up. All right, so this is going to be 320. And I'm just working on labeling things a little better right now so that when we look back, we can see these levels. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. Get this going. What up, BB? Welcome back. All right. As a reminder, it is FOMC day. We have a lot of important news coming out midday today, and we need to definitely trade cautiously today. So let's make sure that we are not getting too far ahead of ourselves with anything. All right, let's fire this up. So we've got European Central Bank speakers going on right now. Although that's been going on for a little bit. We could watch this, but I'm not nearly as concerned with this as I am. We have crude oil inventories. So if you trade crude, we have EIA crude oil inventories today at 9:30. So in 16 minutes. We have the Eurozone consumer confidence flash at 10. We have the BOC meeting minutes at 12:30. We have the FOMC rate statement at 1 o'clock. U.S. interest rate decision, 1 o'clock. FOMC summary of economic projections, 1 o'clock. Press conference with Chair Powell, 1:30. And then tonight we have some Japanese, Australian, and New Zealand numbers that are going to be potentially pretty interesting. But I don't think anything will move the needle today quite like the FOMC rate decision. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. What up, Andreas? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is going to be a very, very spicy news day. So be very careful trading today. On days like today, technical analysis can kind of take a back seat to... No, that's not the right way to say that. Technical... Well, it's kind of dead right now because I think that well, I think the one thing for sure is the two things that are definitely going to happen today at around 1 o'clock. The chart is going to go to the right, and it's probably going to get real whippy. We're going to have really big candles. So, yeah, going to be a crazy day. The thing that I've learned in my brief time trading futures, when there's big news events like this, technical analysis can to some degree kind of go out the window, because it's like you have a whole bunch of people trading technical. You have a whole bunch of technical traders who trade every day, and then you've got the mainstream news that just drops an atomic bomb in the middle of all the technical analysis, and everything goes haywire. So technical analysis matters until it doesn't today with the big news drops. So just be careful. It will be very volatile. But that's okay. We are going to try to get a couple of scalps in this morning. We're going to trade light. I'm going to take a scalp off the high end of this range here if this holds in this candle. It looks like it's going to, but I would rather be safe than sorry. Actually, this is a pretty cheap trade. We've tried to break out of this range many, many times, and we have failed to. So unless I'm the unlucky, I have an unlucky entry here with the, unless I short the first breakout candle of this range for the last 30 minutes, then this is a pretty cheap trade. So I'm just going to take this, see if we can get a quick little $300 scalp in this morning. I'm going to move my stop to the top of these candle wicks here. All right, cool. And I'm just going for a quick little 5.5 handle scalp. See if we can start the day off with a quick, there we go, $300. Cool. Just scalping 3 contracts there. So when you hear people talk about a cheap trade, like when you're in a range like this, so like right here, where I sold, a 5-handle stop puts me way above all these wicks where we have failed to break out of this range for 30 minutes. And down here, it's a little less clear, but you know, like a scalp down here at the bottom of these candle wicks, or candle bodies, excuse me, right? Where our stop loss is past these wicks. Again, also would be a pretty cheap trade. Nvidia will have more value than the rest of US and Canada combined. Well, Nvidia won't have more value than the US, but it does currently have, I think Nvidia's market cap is higher than the GDP of Canada right now. So that's kind of crazy. Let me fact check myself on that. I've said that a couple times. I read that in I think Yahoo Finance, but yeah, let me the entire GDP of Canada is 2.12 was 2.12 trillion in 2023, and Nvidia's market cap today it definitely exceeded 2.12 trillion at one point. Let's see if it's still. Yep, their market cap is 2.22 trillion as of this moment in time. So, yeah, bigger market cap than the GDP of Canada. That's insane. All right, well, we took one trade. We're up $317 after fees. Not a bad trade. Like I said, it was a cheap trade, quick scalp. I probably should have gone for 10 handles here, but I'm just going to stick to my 1-to-1 quick scalp. I did place a couple of more trades after our stream yesterday. So I think when I ended the stream yesterday, I was up $160 $70. I ended the day at up $256. But if you recall from yesterday, I came back from being down almost $2,000. Look at this. Let's see if we can break out of this range. All right, we got 21 people in here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Might take another scalp up here, only because, again, cheap trade. If I lose a trade because I scalp the one candle that breaks out of this range, this 30-minute range, then I could live with myself on that. I think I might take one more up here. Again, cheap trade. We might wick up to the top here, but we might not. Either way, I'm just going to let this ride, see if we can catch another 5 handles. 5 handle candle, baby. We're up 300 on the day, 317. So let's see if we can get this back. Not back. We're up on the day, but let's see if we can take down one more. And if this is the breakout candle on this range, that's fine too. But again, cheap trade. If you weren't here a minute ago, this is a cheap short because we have not yet broken out of this range for the last 30 minutes. So it might do it right now. It did. That's okay. I'm okay with that. That was the first time we've broken out of this range above these candle wicks since 8:44. So 37 minutes. No, 40 minutes. Sorry, 40 minutes. Terrible math. So we broke out. Looks like we're going to run up to VWAP now. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. VWAP is down here. I don't know why Trade-Evade does that. Trade-Evade anchors VWAP really weird. You have to, like, zoom out to correct it. VWAP is correct on this screen, though. And it's now correct on here. So we just broke through VWAP. Let's see what happens here. All right. We are at the bottom of our opening range, but we do have some resistance over here, if you can see on my trading view chart. Yeah, $300 a day is a great salary. What up, Nate? What up, what up, what up? All right, so we had a change of character down here when we broke through this level here at 18,282, which is pretty much the level that we're bouncing on right now. Whether or not this level holds as resistance or we break back through it is going to kind of determine, I would say, if we're going to get an opening range breakout to the upside. We have to break this level here at 282, and then we probably need to break through this resistance up. There's probably going to be some resistance up here at about 291, 290. So if we can get through the 280s and the 290s, we probably have some room to break through to 310 and then onward to 340, 334, which is the high of the day right now and the opening range high. But we're sandwiched between opening range highs, 2 different opening range highs from last week. So this is an interesting level here. Time will tell in the next few minutes if we are able to successfully break through this 280, 282, 285 level here or not. Let's see. I think we're going to run into some decent resistance above us even if we get through this though. So let's see what happens. Crude oil numbers coming out in 4 minutes. So if you're trading crude oil, be careful. Crude oil inventories are coming out. So be very careful. Are you talking about murder? Are you talking about terms of I'm sorry, think or swim? Yeah. Thinkorswim is, I believe it's now owned by Schwab. Getting approved for a futures account with Schwab is a pain in the butt. I actually have a big margin account on my personal like stock and options investing, and to try to get a futures account with Schwab, I had to do like all this like manual paperwork and submit it in by fax or email and like wait for them to approve it. It was a pain in the butt. So I don't know if that's why, but could be. Yeah, look at this. We are breaking through. So we broke through some of these levels. We're now holding at the at 300. Let's see if we can successfully push through the 300s. Up above 300s, we should have a little bit of resistance up at 310, followed by, our opening range high at 334. So this could certainly be a breakout to the upside today, but we got to get through these levels first. I might scalp a couple of these levels here. Just depends on what happens in the next minute or so. Depends on, I'm a little bit concerned. The 300s, so down here, we pretty much bounced cleanly off of the 50s here. And we're kind of rejecting here off of 300. So I think we'll push back through 300, but I don't know how hard we're going to bounce back off of 300 before we push through. I don't know. I don't know anything, actually. This is just me thinking out loud. All right, let's see what happens here. 10 seconds left on this candle. Let's see what happens here. Failed auction at 300, or are we just breaking through 300 right now? We will find out in a moment. Buyers are definitely coming in strong here. But do they have what it takes to get through the 300 level here? I don't know. Oh, God, it's cold in my house. It is cold in my house. It is cold in my house. What is going to happen? Are we going to break back down to VWAP here? We're going to break back down to the 91 level. Are we going to break up from here? Looks like we might break to the upside. I think it wants it. I just don't know how much room it's got. It'd be really fun to be in this trade right now, though. Like, if I had gotten in down here and stayed in, that would be really enjoyable right now. I'd just be riding the gravy train, having some fun. It's rejecting off of 300 pretty hard. What's going to happen? ES is rejecting off of the daily highs right now. Well, it created new daily highs and it's rejecting off of them. So let's see if the ES and the Nasdaq can agree on anything today. If you're just joining, be careful. We just had crude oil inventories come out 2 minutes ago, and we have some big FOMC, European Central Bank, some big things going on today in the news. So that 1 o'clock hour is going to be a very, very volatile time. So be very careful trading today. And 91 is holding as support right now. Again, this is a level down here at 91 that held as support early this morning, and then it was resistance for a while before that. So this 91 level, for whatever reason, is serving as a pretty significant level today. Let's see if this level continues to be meaningful. We might bounce back to the upside off this. We might break down through this. Who knows? We got the 9 EMA on that level as well right now. I might try an entry here to see if we can take this to the upside. And I'm going to extend my target up to 310, 309, because I do think we have room to go to 310 if we can bounce off this level. Oh, man, I was too late. Wow, crazy. 91. I don't know why that 91 level is strong level today. Let me just draw this on the chart because for whatever reason, this level matters today. It's right about 91.75. It's about that level. Oops. Yeah, so you can see this red line I just put on the chart for whatever reason. Oh, God, I got filled. Hold on. For whatever reason, that 91 level has been a pretty meaningful level, but I don't like the way this is hanging over the edge right now. We got a jumper here. Shoot. I should have cleared that order. We might take a loss here. Yeah, we're going to take a loss. Okay, that's okay. $300 loss on that trade. Yeah, you can see, though, that 91 level here on the trading view chart really served as back here. It served as resistance, and then we had support. So, but we are running back down to VWAP now. Very interesting. So I would say we've got a failed auction to the upside here. If we failed at 300. Yep, ES took the morning high, and then Nasdaq rejected off of the 300s at the same time. Nasdaq did not come close to the morning high, 34 handles away. All right. Yeah, I think we might. Well, we just broke back down to VWAP. I don't know if we're going to get a bullish move here. We flew right through VWAP. There's not a lot of range today. The range is pretty tight today. For the Nasdaq, it's pretty tight. I mean, the ES has a... the 30-minute opening range on the ES is like 830 to, yeah. So the opening range on the ES is 8.5 handles. That's a tiny range on the ES. Nasdaq looks like it might want to find the lows today. It has room to go to 48, and then 45 below that is the opening range. So it would really need to fly through that opening range low with some pretty big conviction. But right now we're hitting this order block here. Man, look at that. I shorted here, which I talked through that when I did it. It looks like a bad trade looking back, but it was a good trade. I'm not upset about that trade. And then I went long here, and in hindsight, both those look like terrible trades, but in the moment, I had a good reason for them, and I felt good about them. It's very interesting. See how much we're able to retrace on this candle. Might look for an entry here if we don't retrace too far. Oh, thanks, Murder. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think we're going to have... all right. I am going to target the lows on the day today. I'm actually not quite the lows, but 48. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. I needed a bigger stop on that. All right. I do still like this trade. Target down at 48. 49. Sorry. 48.75. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. 48.75 was our opening range low, or opening range high from, was one of our opening range highs from last week. So we rejected off of that today, which created our new opening range low today of 45. So I think if we are able to continue running to the downside here, we need to get through that 48 level before we can continue on. That's probably going to be a tough level to break through. That 48, 45 level, which is why my target is down there. I still feel pretty good about this trade. This could go the other way on us, which it might. Yeah, it just did. That's okay. All right, we're going to sit on our hands for a minute and watch for a better setup. Let me change the color of this candle too, because this is not an opening range level. This is just a level that I noticed is holding up, has been a somewhat meaningful level. All right, dang it. I like this trade, and I'm going to be a sucker for this trade again. I'm going to try one more time here. Should have just had a bigger stop. So that's a lesson to have bigger stop loss in a situation like this. I'm going to move my stop just above that candle wick. And if we don't get some committed move, if we don't get more of a strong confirmation to the downside here, these green candles, they're green candles, but they're real weak. They're real wicky. So we're going to try to see if we can get a move to the downside here. I think the market has it in it. We just need to see if we can, yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Up next, we should find this 49 level. We're up $510 on this trade. There we go. We need to run. I might take one off. Might take one off down here. Yeah. Maybe. I still feel pretty good about this trade. Let's see. Let's just look to the ES for some confirmation. ES is bouncing off of VWAP right now, which is probably why we're getting a little bit of... It's interesting. The ES seems to really be controlling these moves right now. Yeah, here we go. I think we can find this 49 level as long as the sellers can come back in here. We need the ES to break down through VWAP right now. That would be a really helpful movement for us. There we go. ES just broke down through VWAP by a couple ticks. It's fighting. It's fighting. If the ES can successfully break through VWAP. Yeah. Murder, I don't necessarily disagree. We might have a bullish move here in the next few minutes. This is very interesting. It's chopping a lot right here. The ES is really trying to break above, is trying to hold at VWAP. Let's see. ES is now testing the EMAs. We're still in this trade. We're short at 265.25. The only thing that's concerning me here is that ES did reject off of VWAP, but it looks like we might get that. I mean, this one candle. Look at the wick on this thing. 5-handle wick, 6-handle wick. The buyers are really failing to pick this back up. Time will tell here, but I do believe we have an opportunity to run down to this 49 level. It's so funny. I am constantly like battling with like, do I just take profit here? I'm up $240 on the trade. But it's like I really do believe that we're gonna melt down to the 49 level here. Yeah, here we go. Glad I didn't take profit. Man, the ES keeps failing to break down through VWAP, which is really what's, I think, holding us up here. ES is fighting to stay above VWAP right now. And the Nasdaq looks like it really wants to find these lows. Let's see. I think the next minute will tell us. Really, the next 20 seconds will probably tell us quite a bit here. I know the chat... No... Oh, goodness gracious. We're getting stuck in this range here. The buyers might take this opportunity to come back in here. Let's see. It's hard in a situation like this. Yeah, a lot of pressure keeping it up. It's the volume point of control. And the ES, so it's really tough for me on these trades. I'm really working on this, staying in these trades longer and believing in the move. But like, man, look at this. Yeah, I probably am going to kill this trade because it is looking quite bullish. That last candle just looks a little too strong. We're whipping, we're bobbing and weaving. Let's see. If we don't get strong conviction out of this candle to the downside, if we don't retrace the green candle before it, I will kill the trade here. Wow, we need more conviction than that. The ES is just looking way too bullish right now. Coming out of this, it looks like it wants to break out of this range, which I don't like at all. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Another 20 seconds or so, and if we continue to try to push up above this 265 level here, I'm going to kill the trade. ES is looking strong. ES really wants it. Yeah, instead of killing the trade, I think I'm just going to move my stop to break even here. Oh, whoa, look at that. That's promising. That's promising. Okay, okay. I'll stay in this. I am, the chat gives me crap for this, but I am going to move my stop to break even. We've been in this trade for about 10 minutes now. And my main concern here is the ES is just showing a lot of strength right here. It's looking like it really wants to find those highs again. Just in the last, if you just look at these last few candles, it looks like that. So I could be wrong, but either way, we're either going to break even here, or yeah, a lot of orders resting below this. I do think it's going to fall, and I think 49 is the level, is the next level we kind of start to wrestle with. So here we go. Here we go. All right, I feel pretty good about this now, but I just don't want this to be a failed auction down here. Really want to find this 49 level so far. Yep, there we go, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We literally tapped the 49 level that I had there, and we're coming back up off it. Look at that. And the only, literally, I got one tick. I made it, it hit me to the tick. And let me just show you guys the reason I had this level, okay? I want to be very clear here. I'm not just making up numbers. This 48.75 level was an opening range level from last week. It was an opening range high. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Thanos. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I'm really glad I trusted myself there, and I'm really glad my trade location there was perfect because I was able to take like 4 handles of heat, but I still had a little bit more heat to take. I've been telling you guys, I've been working on my trade location. I feel really good about that one. We're back to scratch on the day. We're up $12. That was a good trade. Let me show you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I did kind of doubt myself, and I talked through it, right? I was just sharing everything I was telling you guys was just what was going on in my head at the time. I did have I knew that 48 level was the right level to target. I just didn't know if the ES, if the strength above VWAP in the ES was going to be the death of us. So that was my only concern. But yeah, anyways, let me show you guys on the trading view chart real quick. So if we go to, whoa. All right, so opening range, actually, let's go to the 30-minute. All right, so last week we had, I believe this was, this was an opening range high of, oh, probably back here. Yep, this was the opening range high from last Monday. So that opening range high at 1848.75 is the level. I put mine one tick above that, and that was my target. So, yep. Now we're gonna hang out and wait for the next move, Murda. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna relax, enjoy that win. We're gonna look for the next setup. Looks like we might have a failed auction to the downside here, which could give us some opportunity to run back up to VWAP. But the one thing I don't like here, if I'm not in a trade, but the only reason I don't like the idea of taking a long here is because it's looking a little bit heavy here to the downside. It might want to find the lows again. But we'll see. We're going to give it another couple minutes and see what happens. Yeah, let's see. So that trade, we entered that trade at 9:39, 9:49. So 10-minute trade on that one. Not bad. I've been working on my hold times. That was a little stressful. I'd really wanted to just take profit a couple times there, but glad I didn't. Yeah, one of the things that I like to use, Murda, and everyone else watching, I use this cue ball indicator on QuantView, and it's pretty good for signaling a directional move and an entry on a directional move. But you have to be careful. Like, for example, it signaled this red candle as a good entry, but you have to kind of combine the signal with this with the levels that you know that you see elsewhere. So, for example, I wouldn't, unless we saw a strong conviction, a strong red candle through the 48 level and through the opening range low at 45, unless we saw a strong conviction through that, I actually wouldn't be looking for a short there yet, because those are two pretty strong levels of support and resistance. They have been, I mean, these levels have been pretty supportive and resistant for a while. I mean, we've been tapping on those levels repeatedly. I'm going back, this is just in the last week, and we've had some pretty important moves across those levels, or on top of those levels. So anyways, morning. Thank you, Ragav. I appreciate it. That felt like a very good trade. Again, you guys have heard me talk through all this. That's one of the things I'm working on, is just committing to the trade. And that felt really good. All right. Good luck today, beginner trader. Good luck to you too. the PM session. What session is that? Overnight? You talking about overnight, beginner day trader? I do not trade the overnight, if that's what you're talking about. Murder. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the afternoon session. Yeah. I was talking about that earlier. Be very careful trading the 1 o'clock, around the 1 o'clock time, 1 o'clock central. Be very careful. Jim O. Is that Jim or is that O? That's part of your name, huh? Jim O. Jim O. I don't really use Bookmap, although that is one of the things on my list of strategies to play with next. I'm playing, so for your guys' context here, some of the things I'm working on and trying to learn more about are tick-based as opposed to time-based charts. I'm working on Bookmap. I'm working on, actually, I played golf yesterday with a buddy of mine who is an amazing career futures trader. He is extremely profitable and a very good trader. He's been doing it for 15 years. He traded for a prop firm in New York City in the early parts of his career, and now he owns his own prop firm. It's not quite like all these other prop firms like TopStep and stuff. They really they have a small number of traders, and they fund those traders with live accounts right away. And anyways, he's an amazing trader, and he was talking to me about really studying the concept of absorption measured by cumulative delta. I don't know why that word's so hard for me to say. Cumulative delta. And it's a very interesting topic because absorption, he was just kind of explaining to me how cumulative delta, sometimes you'll see cumulative delta jump or drop, but you won't see price move, right? So like price stays relatively constant, but cumulative delta changes dramatically. And there's a lot of different meaning and information that you can extrapolate from that. I'm not going to try to explain it here because I still don't understand it, but that is one of the things I'll be studying up on this week and into this weekend, because I just thought it was a really fascinating concept. If you guys watch TopStep TV, you know that Eddie and Hogue talk a lot about cumulative delta and what it could or could not mean. I also think there's a lot of misinformation online about cumulative delta. So, just making sure that you are taking advice from okay, interesting. Thanks, beginner trader. Yeah, but anyways, really interesting to learn from people like him who have been career traders for 15 years and have tons of experience. He's also very good at trading different products, which is another thing I'd like to expand into. But for right now, I'm going to dance with the one I brung. I'm going to dance with the Nasdaq for now because it's what I know. It's what I'm very comfortable with. I feel like after all these months, I'm finally starting to understand the movement in the Nasdaq. Yeah. Nascrack, yep. I am a recovering Nascrack addict. When trading, should us traders become experts on human emotions in order to become a successful trader? Well, murder, thank you guys for asking me these questions. You're asking me questions that imply that I'm the right person to answer them. I want to be very clear. I'm not necessarily the right person to answer all of these questions, but I can and I'm happy to share my opinion. So I'd like to, on that question, Murda asked, when trading, should us traders become experts on human emotions in order to become a successful trader? Ragav, I'll answer your question in a second. So I think human psychology and group psychology is a better way to phrase that, Murda. So let me give you an example, okay? So there's a reason, I don't know what the reason necessarily is, but there's a reason that this opening range high from last Monday is serving as an important level of support right now. I don't know what the reason is, but the answer is probably in some kind of group psychology. At a certain point, this level, while in the past this level had no meaning, this was an all-time high, like probably a month ago, we broke this. So up until a month ago, we had never seen this level. But all of a sudden, for whatever reason, there is market consensus that this level is meaningful. You can see that over and over throughout the last 24 hours alone. So it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy here, because if enough people are looking at the right levels, then they're trading off of those levels as a group or a corporate group of people, right? It's almost like a singular intelligent entity is trading off of this. So because this level has become a meaningful level of support and resistance, it's mob mentality. Over the last few days, this level is now being respected. So while the level by itself doesn't necessarily have any meaning, us as people, as a large group of people trading the Nasdaq, have decided, without ever really talking to one another, we've all kind of agreed that this is a level that we like as support and or resistance, which is why I say group psychology, right? Or corporate psychology. It's the thoughts and biases and opinions of it's really when a group of people all come together and agree upon one singular level or a series of singular levels. It's why no one indicator is perfect, because there isn't, other than VWAP, I think I would guess that probably 90+ % of traders have VWAP on their chart. But other than VWAP, not everyone trades a 30-minute opening range. Not everyone charts that. But this one has been meaningful. Not everyone uses EMAs. Not everyone uses Bookmap. Not everyone uses supply and demand. But clearly a substantial enough number of people are watching this opening range high from last Monday as a meaningful level. Anyways, that's so when I think like human emotions are not necessarily like that's part of it, but I think it's more corporate group psychology that plays a bigger role here. Anyways, all right. Murder, I'd be very curious. So obviously we did get a bullish play here, but I'd be very curious to know why you thought that, why you had so much conviction there. Because I actually read this chart as being a pretty bearish day. We're definitely coming down pretty hard off of these highs in the 300s and the low 300s. And it looks like we've really fought to stay. We've fought to come back into that range. We have failed to come back into that range. I don't know. But I'd be very curious, Murda, just to kind of know like what you're seeing that gave you that conviction. Because obviously you were right. Yeah? Like we did get a bullish move here. Raghav, you asked a question earlier too. Are we seeing a small bullish wedge, or is that my impatience? Yeah. So the longer I've been, as I've been trading now, I haven't been trading for that long, but as I've traded every day and studied. I mean, I've treated this as a true full-time job. My wife probably hates hearing me talk about this because it's all she hears. But over the last few months, I have become less of a fan of candlestick formations as my indicators. Now, sometimes, like on shorter time frames and in shorter windows of time, I do definitely, like, I see this as, like, looking back, you can see this as a clear bullish failed auction, right? Failed auction at 300, and you can see the auction failing here. Okay. But like when you say like a wedge or a bull pennant or a bear pennant or, there's all kinds of, at one point I had a list, I probably still do on my phone. I had like a picture of all the different candlestick formations that might mean a certain type, it might signal a certain type of breakout. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So when I first started trading, I'm going to hold this up, see if you can see it. When I first started trading, I had this little like index card thing with a bunch of different candlestick patterns. It's not very clear, sorry. And I put a lot of weight into that, and it burned me more than it helped me. Like head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, double top, double bottom, falling wedge, bullish rectangle, bullish pennant. And I think, yeah, to a degree, it's valuable, but I trade those with a lot of caution too. I like to see confirmation of our breakout before I make the assumption that we are in a actual breakout. Here's an interesting thing too, right? Trend lines, we talk about these. I'm not a huge fan of them, but every now and then they present themselves. And right here we have an interesting one, right? For whatever reason, we're kind of rejecting off of this range right here. So let's see. Right now, that level is about to intersect with VWAP. So are we going to hold above VWAP and break out of that trend line? I don't know. Are we going to break down? Looks like we might, but who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, Ragav. I just saw the bottom. Good morning, Mike. Hello, hello, hello. The bottom of the lows were slowly inching up, not the bodies, just the low points, opposite for the highs. Yeah, so you were seeing this. You were seeing this little rolling movement to the upside, is what I'm assuming. Now, the one thing, the candle bodies, yes. The wicks, no. So yeah, you could read this. I'm sure, like, you could have read this as an indicator here. This could have, I don't know for sure, but right, like these candle wicks could have been, again, talk about corporate group psychology, right? Corporate psychology. This could have been a number of people trying to take a cheap long here into a breakout and then stops getting run, right? For impatient people looking for longs. Could have been that. And then we eventually got it. Who knows? But yeah, that's, I see what you're seeing, Ragav. I definitely don't disagree with you. I'm just telling you, I'm very cautious of those types of things. Chopping on VWAP right now. Let's see what happens. Chop, chop, chopping on VWAP store. Oh, and if you would like to, we can take a brief moment to say hi to Bobo. Bobo, how we doing? We doing good? Bobo. Let's see. Bobo, one of Bobo's favorite words is DAYCARE. Let's see if she reacts. Hey, Bobo, you want to go to daycare? Nope, nothing. Okay, what's another favorite word? Car. She loves CAR. Hey, Bobo, you want to go in the car? She's silent. Yep. Here we go. Huh? Right now? Yeah, I could go. I could go right now. Car? Head tilt. German Shepherd head tilt. Daycare? Oh. Food? Yeah. There you go. Got some German Shepherd head tilts to warm up your morning today. Oh yeah, she's like, hey, there was talk of car. There was talk of a car. Yeah. Bo was like, Dad, we talked about a lot of really cool things a second ago. I just wanted to see if those were still on the table. Dogs are the best. Sound off in the chat. Are you a... Actually, I'm going to put a poll up real quick. Very curious to know. How do I put a poll? I don't know how to use this thing. I don't know how to do it. Never mind. I was just about to say dog or cat. Dog or cat. Sound off in the chat. Are you a dog person or a cat person or neither? Or not a pet person? But I feel like even if you don't have pets, you like dogs over you have everybody has a preference of dogs or cats. So dog or cat? Dog, good answer. Dog, good. Cats suck, good. Both, okay. I have a cat, so I can say both too. I like dogs more, but I do have a cat. She's the worst. Her name's Penny. She hates everybody and everything. She is no one's friend, and she barely loves us. Nice, Murda. I love it. Love it. I'm going to close my office door because my wife is talking on the phone real loud in the other room. Like, hello, we're trading in here. So we need quiet. Quiet on the trading floor. Yeah, sounds like a cat. It is. It's such a grumpy cat that our neighbors one time, it has never had any cat friends. Actually, let me close my office door. I'm going to tell you the funniest cat story ever. Hang on. Okay, so funniest cat story ever. So my cat, her name is Penny. She is the worst. She's just mean and spiteful and awful. She's a cat. So she's also very petty. So in our old house, my office used to be upstairs. I had Penny's litter box and all her toys were in my office, and she would hang out with me in my office, and we would make the dogs stay downstairs so Penny could have some peace and quiet away from the dogs because she hates the dogs. So my sister hosted her bachelorette party. We live in Nashville, so my sister wanted to do her bachelorette party in Nashville. So my sister flew out here with all of her friends for her bachelorette party. I had to clear out of the house and get it all ready, and we had, air mattresses all over the house and like 10 or 15 girls staying at the house. So our cat, we had an air mattress set up in my office, and my office was my cat's room. That's where she stayed all day long. And she did not like that someone was setting up an air mattress in her room. But she let it go. We put an air mattress in there. She was laying on the air mattress a little bit, but just like obviously not happy about it. And all of a sudden, next day, all of my sister's friends come into town. I'm helping them get set up in the house, and then I'm about to leave. And all of a sudden, I hear one of the girls scream upstairs. I'm like, oh no. I walk upstairs. The girl had set her pillow down and her bag and her pillow down on the air mattress. And our freaking cat pooped on her pillow as like, get the fuck out of my office. This is my room. You're not allowed in here. So she pooped on the pillow of the girl that was supposed to be sleeping in the office. And I felt freaking horrible. It was so gross. It was so bad. I was so mad at that dang cat. Anyways, that's our cat. Her name's Penny. She's the worst. And I am 100% positive that my sister's friend Michelle is not watching this. But Michelle, if you ever do watch this, I'm sorry. I'm still very sorry that Penny pooped on your pillow. Yeah. Cats are, I don't know about smarter. Like, my dogs are really freaking smart. I think cats are more calculated. Like, they know how to get under your skin. And they're happy to do it. All right. I might take a short here off of VWAP. It looks like we're going to break down through it. Let's see. I just want to make sure we're not going to have a failed auction down here. But we definitely failed to break out from here. So I kind of like this quick short to the downside here off of VWAP. But let's see. So far VWAP is kind of holding. So let's give it another couple of seconds. Oh, look at this. Look at that. The buyers pulled off quite the little sneaky move right there. Let's see if they can follow through. I'm not in. I didn't take that trade. Glad I didn't. In hindsight, that would have actually been a really great pullback to buy off of the VWAP here. Take a little long off the VWAP. That could have been a good long. All right, y'all. We have 42 people in here. If you have not had a moment to hit that like button on the stream, it would mean the world to me if you took a quick second to hit that like button. Please and thank you. And I love you. Yeah, okay. Dogs are more street smart and cats are more book smart. That might be true. Although, have you ever seen an outdoor cat? Like, people who let their cats be outdoor cats are freaking gangsters. Like, they'll go, like, kill birds and mice and, like, live on the, like, they're like man versus wild out there. Looks like we might break out here to the upside. Next stop, I would guess we would try to test that 91 level again. Maybe test that 300 level again. I might take this. I want to make sure I get a good trade location here, though. I just don't know if we're going to be able to break this. I definitely think people right now are pretty cautiously optimistic in this market with the news coming out today. So I highly doubt we'll get any real like crazy move to the upside before the news today, unless it's just longs piling in to get in early and hold through the news. Oh, man. Why am I tired? News is at 1 o'clock. Well, there's news kind of all day, but let me. Good question, Ethnos. Let me recap this. So we have at 10 o'clock, or we just had the Eurozone consumer confidence flash. It was almost exactly what was forecasted. At 12:30, we have the BOC meeting minutes. At 1 o'clock, we have the FOMC rate statement and interest rate decision. That's going to be the biggest news probably of the year. And I'm not going to trade that most likely, but I will stream it because that's going to be wild. And then we have a press conference at 1:30 with Fed Chair Powell. We have then later after the close today, we have New Zealand GDP numbers. We have Japanese import numbers and total trade balance numbers. And then we have Australian employment numbers. So those numbers, all of those numbers throughout the day are going to be pretty meaningful. I would expect some pretty strong after hours movement today. Not because those numbers by themselves are impactful, but because those numbers paired with the FOMC rate decision today will probably be pretty freaking significant. I'm going to take this trade here, just go for a quick little 5-handle scalp short here, just because it's a pretty cheap trade. We haven't broken the range yet. If we break the range on this candle, that's fine. I can deal with that. But right now we're failing. You can see all the candle wicks here. We're failing to break above this. And this could be the one candle where we do it, but I'm okay with the risk reward here. Just try to take down a quick $300. Trading 3 contracts today. Trading light. Yeah, call buying is picking up a bit. It definitely looks like that. Of course, we get maybe the breakout right here. Yep, breaking out. That might have just been stops getting run, but we'll see. I might take this L. Yep, I'm going to take this L. Dang, of course. Of course. In hindsight, the smarter move would have been to try to wait for it to come back down into this range here, right above VWAP, and take the long here. But whatever. You win some, you lose some. We're tapping on that 91 level again. I just drew this. This isn't like a opening range level or anything, but this has been a meaningful level for some reason throughout the morning this morning. It was resistance here, support here. So let's see if this 91, if we reject it 91 or not. This is another reason I don't love trend lines, because technically you could also say we have this trend line here, right? Like you could kind of you can kind of create your own trend lines. I mean, that's what I just did. I literally created my own. But you can sometimes work too hard to extrapolate meaning from them. What up, Kenneth? Welcome. Kenneth Herr. Not Kenneth him, Kenneth her. Go bearish for the next 3 minutes. After that, take your money and run. Why do you think that, Murda? All right. ES is looking real heavy right now. Nasdaq's looking pretty strong, though. The ES and the Nasdaq have not been in alignment today. We are rejecting off of this 91 level so far. Again, I have no idea why that level has been so meaningful today. It might have been a historically significant level, but I don't see anything. I just drew this level because I noticed it was serving as support and resistance today. So couldn't tell you why. Yeah, yesterday's New York session high. Was that yesterday's New York session high? At 91? Did I miss that? Oh, that's Monday. Tuesday. What was Tuesday? Here we go. Oh. Okay. Wait, yesterday. New York session. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just above yesterday's. Yeah, 91's a little above it. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess that could be it. 89. Those are close enough. Yeah, that could be it. You could be right. Yep. Kenneth, that's a good call out. So maybe 91 isn't the level, maybe 89 is, which would bring it down here, 89.25. Yeah, but then we're not, I don't know. 91 looks like the level for me today for some reason. I don't know, though. I don't have any real reason to believe that other than, like, I don't know. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. Happy positive trading for you too. Looks like we're failing to break above this level here. I'll try one more short. Really just to the 5-handle scalp here. And again, another just rip through my order. ATR. Candlelit, what's ATR? Is that an acronym I should know? I'm assuming R stands for range. Oh, average trading range. Yeah. Average true range, yeah. Yep. Not huge, but fine for me because I'm scalping 5.5 handles right now. Let's see if it gives this one to me. Give it to me, baby. Yeah, filled 2. Of course. All right. We're not going to be a dick for a tick. We're going to take that. Dang, it filled 2 to the tick. It filled 2 of them, and 1 ran away on me. But still, not a bad trade. It was a bummer. Took down about $200 on that trade. Yep. Candlelit, no. I do not trade crypto futures. I don't really trade or touch crypto in general. Just not, it's never been interesting to me. News candle? Yeah. Let's see what the news. Wait. I don't have news here at 10:30. I had the Eurozone news. I have European Central Bank at 11:30. Hang on. Let me check my other source. Yeah, I don't have 10:30 news on here. That does look like a news candle, though. I just don't see anything on here. Ethereum Foundation is under investigation. 17-week bill auction. Why does that not show on any of... I don't see that on Financial Juice. I don't see it anywhere. Hey, Murda, I love that you're calling these out, but I would love it if you could explain how and why you are seeing that. Because I don't know where you're getting that from. You have 5 minutes to take money off a short right now. After that, market will go bullish. That's a bold claim, my friend. Where are you getting that from? Cite your sources. All right, let's see if we can break down below VWAP here. ES looks like it wants to go find VWAP again. If it can run down to VWAP, it'll probably give the Nasdaq the juice it needs to flush VWAP. Murder's an insider. Got it. Well, then I definitely don't want to trade Murder's information because I don't want to be accused of insider trading. That is that's not the business I want to be in. All right, we're going to go for a target down here. So we have an order block down here at 60. I'm going to have my target down here at 61. Let's see if the market gives it to us. This would probably be another long trade unless I get stopped out at the top. But let's see if it gives it to us. Going for a 16.5 handle move here. I would expect this to take a few minutes if we can get down here. But this is, we have a order block down below us starting at 60. It's 59.75. There we go. Murder, I'm really not trying to rain on your parade. I'm just genuinely asking how you know that, or what your sources are for that. I think it's really important that we don't just call out numbers and call out levels. We explain why. Right? Some of them are self-explanatory. Like VWAP, you don't need to call out why you think VWAP is important. VWAP is a common, significant level. But like when we're saying it's going to be bullish for the next 5 minutes or 4 minutes, that's a very specific bit of information. And so I think it's really important that we share why we believe that, why we have conviction in that. And the ES is really showing weakness, and the Nasdaq is not. I mean, it kind of is. It's just hanging over the edge here right now and not falling. So we really need... It's a weird level to be at. I might have taken this trade. This might not be a great trade, but I saw some momentum building and wanted to join in on it. It looks like we were successfully breaking through VWAP, which we did. We're currently dancing on it right now, but it's interesting. The market will only negotiate as low as the VWAP. Only a justifiable event will cause negotiations for a lower price. There is no reason up. If there is no reason, then the market will always ask for more. Okay. Yeah, it looks like this could be a bullish. I mean, it's definitely a bullish move above VWAP right now. It's looking like it's definitely trying to round up to the highs now. Not the highs, but the highs of this range. Like Murder, I appreciate what you're saying, but it doesn't really make sense. We've been playing above and below VWAP throughout the day. Maybe you're talking about standard deviations above and below VWAP. Maybe that's, I mean, I don't think that's what you're saying exactly, but maybe that's what you're referring to. Hold your hand. It's a fake out. Okay. Hey, Murda. Why? Why is it a fake out? Are you just feeling that? Or do you have... Yeah, Murda, I think saying this kind of stuff, without any reason to say it, or without explaining your reason for it, is not a good way to trade, and not a good way to share information. Please be careful, my friend. All right, I'm going to take a short here. Murder Inc. All right, looking down here for 61 again. Yeah. Bryce, did you mute him? Mike Cunningham. Thanks, Bryce. Mike Cunningham, I studied ICT. I talked about this a bit yesterday. I am aware of ICT and his concepts. I think some of them have value, but am I an ICT's disciple? No. I think that online personalities like ICT, and I'm becoming surprisingly an online personality. I'm shocked that so many people are here, to be honest. I think online personalities who try to write cutting edge and industry redefining techniques and strategies, I'm always weary of them because, there's like kind of an inference that you have cracked a code that no one else has been able to crack ever, and you're the only person with the key to the map. Now, I know ICT doesn't speak like that directly, but I am definitely a little bit concerned that, ICT has interesting concepts, but whenever I talk about ICT, and I haven't done all this research, but whenever I talk about ICT, I get people in the chat who are like, ICT has never proven himself to be profitable. I've backtested ICT, and ICT concepts are not profitable on backtesting. It's like, I don't know. I think ICT is a very controversial character, and I am cautiously optimistic about some of his strategies. So Mike, Mike, I'm not trying to, I'm sorry, Mike, I'm not trying to like shut you down or, talk down to you here. If that's what this sounds like, I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to give an honest answer. My honest answer is that I think some of ICT's concepts are intriguing and potentially useful, but I am not, I don't actively trade them. Some of them, like, I do, like, let me give a specific example, okay? Fair value gap. I think fair value gaps sometimes have interesting value. I took another loss there. Down 763 on the day. I think like fair value gaps, we have a fair value gap right here. According to ICT, this would be a fair value gap. And ICT concepts would say that fair value gaps get filled. This would be a fair value gap. Not only did the fair value gap get filled, but then we consolidated within that range. So it's interesting. There's obviously, you can back test this and look at this and say, yeah, there is value in what he says. Clearly, there's value. I mean, right here, we see it right here. Now, if you back test it, fair value gaps have a tendency to get filled. There's another one right here, filled. That's not exact, but it's close. So, again, yeah, some of his stuff is very interesting. The thing that I have a hard time with is you can understand ICT's concepts, but just because you understand his concepts does not necessarily mean that you will successfully be able to trade it within your strategy. So having a strategy that incorporates ICT would be important, like just knowing ICT concepts and trading ICT, or knowing ICT concepts and successfully trading with those, with that information are two different things. That's my opinion. So yeah, Caesar, that's a good way to put it. That's probably actually a very fair way of saying it. Some of this stuff is just very, some of his stuff is just a very digestible. I mean, I think at the end of the day, he's a really good marketer. Yeah, he's a toolkit of concepts. He is a Swiss Army knife of concepts. And I think an important thing to keep in mind is having a Swiss Army knife, you have to know how to use each tool, and you have to know when to use each tool, right? A Swiss Army knife has a bottle opener and sometimes a screwdriver and tweezers and, you know, all kind of toothpick. Like, just because you have all those tools doesn't mean you know when to use them and what they're good for. What's up, Devraj? Hey guys, we're up to 56 people in the stream right now. This is awesome. If you are just tuning in, my name is Chad. Thank you for being here. If you haven't taken a moment to hit that like button, that would mean the world to me. By the way, complete opposite of Murder's calling the market is tanking. Yes. Murder is on a timeout right now. Thank you to our wonderful moderators. Guys, I have no problem with people coming in here and sharing their opinions and their levels and talking about their trading. But when you come in here saying the market's going to tank for 5 minutes and then it's going to reverse to the upside, like, what? I'm sorry. Do you have a crystal ball that none of us have? Because that's a very, very specific prediction to be making right now. So, anyways. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm not a fan of that type of commentary. You have to be very careful. There's way too many people on the internet who will try to tell you that they know exactly what's going to happen and no one else does. And if you've been trading any kind of instrument for any amount of time, you know that not a single person on the planet can have a 100% win rate or 100% knowledge of what is going on and what will happen. Most people can barely explain what did happen. How are we going to expect people to know what will happen? And even the best at explaining what did happen struggle with understanding what will happen. I like your thoughts. Very similar to mine. I use a bunch of ICT and general PA order flow in my trading. Nice. Love it. I think that's like, look, if ICT works for you, good. And that's why I've heard way too many people share positive experiences trading ICT strategy for me to crap on it. So instead I'll say there are certain parts of it that I like, certain parts of it that I understand, certain parts of it that I kind of ignore. Not even Powell knows what will happen. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do think Powell, at this point, Powell probably knows what is going to be said today, because hopefully he's got his cue card written out for today. But yeah, I would say you're probably right. All right. This is kind of a crazy short, but we're getting some momentum here. So I'm going to look for a movement to the downside here. We're looking for this 49 level again. See if we can retest this level. Go for 49.75. Basically going for a 20 handle move here. We'll sit in this and see what happens. But I like the price action right now. I think this is pretty good. And this will require us to break down through this order block here. But with the right amount of conviction, I think we can do it. The reason I'm going for this trade is because we have been making significantly lower highs, and we're kind of forming a little wedge down here, which is usually an indicator that we want to run the direction of the flat end of the wedge. In my experience, again, there are a lot of times when I don't put a lot of value in just like shapes in the market, you know. I'm not trying to do geometry, I'm trying to trade, but we do have a very interesting formation coming here. And I think when we repeatedly test these lows, eventually we break them. All right, we're in the money. We're in the money. Let's see if we can continue on down to 49. We need to break through the 50s right now. It's going to take a little bit of energy to get us through the 50s, but if we can flush these, this could be a great downside move. I love that. Look at that. As you can see, I was early, therefore I was wrong twice on this trade, but I do think this is a good trade. I am going to trail my stop here in case we reject off of this level. Just because we are coming into an area of demand, a historical area of demand. So I'm going to move my stop down here to 62, just in case we fail. We have a failed auction down here. Yep, I might take one off. But either way, I'm pretty happy with this trade right now. I'm honestly pretty okay with this. Murda, knock it off. You're just saying things. Cool. Took down 400 bucks there. 400, I don't know. 2 contracts, 270, I don't even know. 420 bucks there. Thanks, Bryce. Yeah, Joshy. Man, that I'm gonna miss Murda. He was quite entertaining. But I can't. That's not cool. I think he was trolling. Hopefully he was trolling, because if he actually trades like that, that's terrifying. All right, so we did have a failed auction to the downside within this the midpoint of this order block. Yeah. All right, that's enough about murder. I know it's kind of funny when you get people like that, but hopefully he's okay, and hopefully he's not actually trading the way he was talking. Was it a buy on dip? Not sure what you mean. I did not buy the dip. I was short there and took down 8 handles of profit, 6 handles of profit. It came back on me, so I took down 6 handles. Yeah. Oh, you went long at 255? Wait. You went long down here? 255 even? Kenneth? That's a freaking phenomenal trade. If that's what you just did. London Open? Oh. Is that the London Open? You're right. Back here. Ah, nice. Love it. Look at you. Hey, Kenneth, why don't you share your golden levels with the crowd next time so more people can profit with you? I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. Nice trade. Great trade, Kenneth. Let's go. 257. I mean, look, that was right in the middle of this order block. That was a great trade. Sniper entry for sure. That's a beast. Beast of a trade. Great trade. Devraj went short, booked some profit, and after 255 went long. That's why I was asking buy on the dip. Got it. I see what you're saying. Yep. That's great. Nice trade. Nice trading, folks. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are awesome. I really am. Y'all are so fun to hang out with. It makes trading so much more exciting to do it with a group of people. Speaking of a group, if you guys have not yet joined the Discord, please feel free to join the Discord. It's totally free. When I first started trading futures, I had a really hard time finding communities of futures traders. I had no problem finding a million gurus who were selling courses online, but I could not for the life of me find good people in communities who were trying to become better traders. So I created this Discord for you guys to find a community, meet other people who are also trying to become better traders, and interact with them. And I think, if you guys hit it off with one person in there or a couple people in there, start a trading, meet a trading buddy, talk about your trades together in private chats, really learn from each other. I think it's really important that, if you unlock a really new and exciting trading strategy or, charting tool or something that you really like share it. Have a trading buddy to share it with. Have a trading buddy to bounce it off with. Maybe they've tried it already and they actually didn't really like it, and you can talk through it before you spend money on a new tool. Thanks, Caesar. I appreciate that. Yeah, session levels are definitely an interesting way to trade. But yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord and squad up with some buddies, I think that's a great idea. If you just want to join the Discord and observe and listen to what other people are doing and learning, that's great too. I'm not selling my Discord. I'm not selling a course. I'm not selling anything. Just trying to actually, correction, I am recommending the software tools and the prop firms that I use. I have affiliate links with them, so I want to be very clear on that. I do have affiliate relationships with those companies. And in full transparency, I do make money if you sign up for them with my codes. So if you want to support the stream, you want to support me, and you want to use any of those tools, that'd be really cool if you decided to use my link to do that. If not, that's totally fine too. That is the only way that I make money off of this group, and I can tell you that the money I make off of this group is not substantial. Mike B, yeah, I stream daily. I try to start streaming by 8:45. Every now and then I have to take care of the kiddo in the morning, so sometimes that is a little bit later, closer to 9 o'clock. But yep, I stream every day. And today I'll be streaming longer than normal because we have some significant news coming out at 1 o'clock today. So I will do my best I may have to take a quick break, go grab some lunch, but then I will resume the stream just before the FOMC rate announcement. Caesar, thank you for posting that. I appreciate it. And I'm going to go use the restroom and refill my water while we wait for something to happen here. If you're in a long right now, you are in probably sitting in some good profit. I look young. Oh, this will be interesting. How young do y'all think I am? Loaded question. I'm not going to get mad at you if you're wrong. Yeah, I do. I have a kid. He's 2 years old. 43. 37. Okay. 35. Yeah. 13. Yes, I'm 13. 27. Okay. 33. Yeah. I am 33. I'm 33 years old. $80. Yes, I'm 80. No, I am 33 years old. I'm 33. Yep. Thanks, Dev. Yeah. I have good genes. My parents are right around 60 and they look very young. So I won the genetic lottery there. Yeah, I'm still a baby. Goo goo gaga. All right. I'm going to go to the restroom. Although, man, as soon as I do this, it looks like we might break down. Look, we touched that level. Hey, guys, I just want to point this out. I drew this very, very technically advanced line on the chart earlier, and we just rejected off of that line. So I'm not saying that I'm the best line drawer on YouTube, but that's a pretty good. I mean, come on. That's pretty good. And my chart froze. Oh, no. I think ICT hacked my stream, froze it all up. No. All right, there we go. We're back. We're unfrozen. Ah, nice, Sean. Yep. Anyways, like I said, not trying to brag, but I am the best line drawer on YouTube. No one better. No, you know what? I actually have enough RAM. It's not the RAM. I don't know what it is. I have a beast of a PC that I built, and I have 64 gigs of RAM. It is definitely not the RAM. I have a... yeah, I do. I draw my lines with crayons. Yep. I really like to eat the red crayons, and I draw the lines with the yellow and orange crayons. But red is my favorite crayon to eat. I need to go to the bathroom so bad. I sniff markers, so it's okay. Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, not the red 40 crayons. No, yeah, I'm getting all the red dye. All the bad things the moms of TikTok talk about. All the conspiracy moms on TikTok and their red dye. It's probably true, but I just think it's kind of funny how into it they get. I want to maybe take a short here. Tastes like fruit punch. Yeah. Yeah, it tastes like fruit punch and strawberry. If you've never tried it, go take a bite out of a red crayon. Let me know if I'm right. All right, yeah, I'm not touching this. Go to the bathroom. And it might just totally melt down right now, and I'd be really happy I took the trade, but I'm going to go to the bathroom because I got to go to the bathroom. All right, I'll be right back. Hey guys, still nothing really to trade here, so I'm gonna be right back. We have a FedEx just dropped off a package. I gotta go pick it up because it's sitting in our front yard right now. I don't want a package thief to nab it. I think murder might come by my house and steal my package after the market drops 50 points and then comes back up in 4.5 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. Never mind. My lovely wife is going to grab the FedEx package, so I don't need to leave you all hanging. I say leave you hanging, but like there's nothing to trade here. So maybe look for a short here off of VWAP, but the ES is really looking strong above VWAP on the ES. I don't know. What do we think, guys? What do we think? Hey, if you have not already slammed that like button, that would mean the world to me if you did. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would be eternally grateful. Hello, it's me. You're going to try a challenge. Thank you, Joshy. You're the best. Thank you for disliking and reliking my stream. What challenge are you going to try, day trader? One NQ long on a new Apex account and see where it goes. Love it. You're just going to throw it on and let it sit? That's a big move. Yeah, that's true. No, you absolutely can. Ooh, do, 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 do. Chop, chop, chop. Macaroni in the chop. That's some yucky, yucky, yucky. All right. Let's see. I might go short here. I'm going to go short here. I like this. Stop right above VWAP. Target down here at 57. Let's see if the market giveth and the market taketh. Let's see if the market giveth to us on this one. All right. We are in this trade and we are in the money. We are in the trade and we are in the money. What did Mike say that you agree with? Mike, I agree. Mike, wait till down there to enter. 100% chance FOMC swoop down to take morning lows. Yeah. FOMC is going to get spicy. It's going to be a spicy FOMC. No matter what they say, it's going to be spicy. Like, the one thing I can guarantee is it's going to get nuts. I was hoping for more conviction out of this move here. I don't like this one bit. What the F is going on with the ES right now? The ES is just printing candles. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't like this one bit. Range bound, yep. I don't mind range bound. I mean, the Nasdaq, like, our range today is, we have a big range today. We're stuck in a small range right now, but I mean, the 30-minute opening range on the Nasdaq was 100 and almost God, math, Chad, math. 80 points. 80 points. Pretty big opening range. All right. I'm going to move my take profit just down to here because I'm less confident in this, the direction of this trade now that we've kind of, the ES just ripped back up towards VWAP. Oh, one tick from your take profit? Dang it. So you were down here at 65 even. I'm sorry, man. That's brutal. Tough break. I don't like that this is like this just looks not fun right now. This chop is very not fun. All right. We'll wait till this candle shakes out and then I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Fake out? Yeah, you think? I kind of am worried about that right now too. Yeah, well, Kenneth called it. Man, if only Murder was still in here, he could have told me that this was the minute it was going to rip to the upside and go bullish, and then it was going to go bearish in 4.5 minutes, and then I could time it perfectly and have 100% winning trades. Chop suey. Yes, this is chop suey. I'm going to kill this trade if we get back to break even. No, maybe not. That was a really... Okay. I don't know. What do I do here, guys? I don't like this last little candle wick here. I don't like that it did that. That was not cool. And now we're in the money. Do I move stop to break even? Just in case we get a random ass wick. Oh, I don't need to even worry about it. We took profit. Nice. Yeah, Matt, if I didn't have such a tight stop already on that trade, I would have taken profit, but my stop was 5 handles, and you know, at the end of the day, it's only 5 handles. Yeah, took a quick $300. Grim, are you getting absolutely... So Grim said he's just been spamming the Dom for $20 to $30 scalps, but are you getting absolutely murdered by fees? Because don't you get eaten alive by fees when you do that? Like that many... I don't know how many trades you're making, so maybe you're not. But and I don't know if you're trading... Oh, Grim, you probably are trading the micros, aren't you? Maybe not. They call that flipping trades. Oh, Nate von Hartelben. That is a very epic name. You sound like English royalty. Nate said, just started watching last week, been lurking and enjoying the streams and videos. Supposed to be working, but I'll be hanging around here to hear your thoughts on FOMC. Nice job on that last trade. Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it. That was very nice of you. Can't do micros on days like this. Yeah. So are you scalping $20 to $30 with one contract, Grim? Oh. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not terrible. So you're basically doing like 2.5 handles. Or no. Yeah, you're doing like 8 ticks. 5 to 8 ticks. Something like that. Yeah, I should have stayed in that, guys. I should have. I mean, I took down, how many handles did I take there? 66, 50, 73. Yeah, okay. I took down 6.5 handles. That's not bad, but I should have stayed in it. Dang. I just doubted myself. All right, here's what I want to see. This is what I'm waiting for. Now, we have, all right, I'm going to draw a line, and you guys are going to listen to me talk about my, again, just remember, look up here. I'm the best line drawer on YouTube. Not even close. Best line drawer on, I drew this line before we touched this line. I drew this line back here, and it worked. So best line drawer on YouTube. Let's see if this line can hold, okay? Or if we break through it. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, what I'm looking for, in all seriousness, is we kind of have a little bit of this right here. And I really like this formation. So one thing I don't like is when we have like a true wedge formation. I really don't know how to trade this. So like if we had like an aggressive like 45 degree wedge formation right here, which we almost did. But if we had that, that makes me nervous. I don't know how to look at that. But in my experience on the Nasdaq, we typically get, when we have more of like and there's probably a correct technical term for this, but when we have more of a flat wedge shape or a wedge like this, we have a 45 degree coming down, and then we have more of a flat wedge at the bottom. If we continue to tap on this, like the more times we tap on this level, the more likely we are to eventually break through it. Similarly, the more times we extend above VWAP and break back down, and then extend above but extend lower and break down, and then extend and barely get through it and then break down, the more likely we are to stay below VWAP for the rest of the day. So that's how I read this right here. Now, yeah, triple test will be bearish. Yeah, I do think that 250 level, if we can break that 250 level, I think that we could have a really strong and aggressive move to the lows. So what I would like to do is be in a short and just see if we can get a run. I mean, if we can sweep the lows today and run down towards 200, and I can ride that with 3 contracts comfortably until, for another hour, that would be awesome. But it's going to require really good trade location. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep getting stopped out. So I might be looking, if we can get back up towards VWAP, might look for a short up here. We did technically create lower lows right here. Not by much, but a little bit. So that's a good sign of potential pressure to the downside. But we do have 2 substantial order blocks down here now that are overlapping that we need to get through. So breaking down through the 50s is going to be tough. Or breaking down through the 50 level is going to be tough. We've been in the 50s quite a few times, but we need to actually break through 50. 57, 55, 57, that London session level from yesterday. Was it yesterday or today? Today, I think. Today. Was that the London session today? Yeah. Here's my other dog. She just came in to make sure we're okay. Hey, Arrow, why don't you go up? Good girl, Bo. Up. Arrow, up. Up. No, come here. Okay. No, she just came in to make sure everything was okay, and then she left. All right. Holy cow, guys. We have 64 people watching right now. I think for sustained concurrent viewers, that is our highest so far. Y'all, we're almost at 900 subscribers. I've been doing this for 2 weeks now. I think today is my 2-week anniversary of doing this. Is that right? Let me fact check myself. Let's see. Yep, 2 weeks. This is our 2-week anniversary of doing this stream, and there are 64 of you watching, which is mind-blowing to me. Thank you for being here. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do this. Really grateful for an awesome chat and some great moderators and some great people who have been watching the stream since day 1, 2 weeks ago, and I hope I'm providing some entertainment to y'all. Yeah, thanks, Peter. This has been awesome. Like, the fact that I have 64 people in here and 900 subscribers almost. Y'all, unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's quite fun to do this with all of you. And I hope you're having fun in the chat, having fun observing. This is purely entertainment. I am not providing financial advice. I am not recommending that anyone copy my trades. In fact, I have I've had quite a few people message me in Discord and various places and ask me how I recommend them to trade, and I don't recommend anyone to trade any specific way. Oh, thanks, Nate. Appreciate it. I don't recommend anyone to trade a specific way. I just recommend people to pick a strategy and stick to it, and continue to learn and grow. Yeah, I love it, MSE. I'm here for the combos too. Yeah, those of you who have been watching me from day 1, you've seen some good days and you've seen some bad days. So that should be a warning enough to not copy my trades exactly. All right, I am going to look for an entry here at 64 half. Yep, 64 quarter. Oh, come on. Not a great location, but I'm okay with it because I do want to see us run these lows. All right, I'm going to risk 5 handles here if we can get into this. And I'm going to target I really want the 200s down here. I think if we can break through the 50s, we can run to the 200s. So let's see if we can get a 60 handle move here. And I'll be in this trade for a minute if we can get in this and not get stopped out. Jay Garcia. Yes, we have some very profitable traders in this group. We have some who are just learning. We have some who are making some breakthroughs in their trading, and I did not get filled, and I'm really bummed. Maybe here. Although, I'm going to kill this order because if we, I don't like that we just created a higher low here. So, yep. Don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. Glad I canceled that. Hey, if anyone knows any market makers and you want to call them up and be like, hey, can you make the market go down? That'd be awesome. Wait, you guys are getting paid for this? MSE, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. What up, Captain? I know Captain will call the market makers. Captain's going to call and be like, I am the captain now. Market go down. I am captain now. All right. What is happening? This is just chop suey down here. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Those of you who keep taking longs off of that 55 level, good on you. Y'all are doing great. Why do I hate taking longs so much? Like, why do I hate going long? Why do I like selling? Selling is stupid. I think I'm up $35 on the day, so I'm not trying to brag, but I'm rich. Holy cow, Peter. Nice. Nice job. 5 contracts on the mini Nasdaq at 54. Rode it all the way to 90. That is a beast. That is a 36 handle trade with 5 contracts. Look at that. That is amazing. $3,000, right? Yeah, $3,400. Great, $3,600, whatever. Great trade. Yeah, the ES is the ES and the Nasdaq are not aligned right now. At least not as much as I'd like them to be. Although we are finally both trading below VWAP. For a while, the ES was above and the Nasdaq was below VWAP, and it was causing some turmoil. Okay, guys. Okay, look, we're about to see if I'm still the best line drawer on YouTube. All right? I drew this line earlier, and we rejected off of it to the tick right here. And we're about to see if I can do it again. Let's see, guys. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the Tom Brady of line drawing, but I'm not saying I'm not. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. We're about to find out if I am truly the best line drawer on YouTube. It's going back to VWAP, but MSE. It's really going back to my line because I drew the line, and now the market makers are like, let's go get Chad's line. We got to get his line. Again, I'm not saying I'm the best to ever do it, but I mean the results speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Bounce off 280, you think? Well, I wouldn't like that because that would mean it would go through my line. We need it to respect my line. We need the market makers to put some respect on my name. Yeah. Mario, do I trust my line enough to short off of it? I don't know. Oh, J. Powell Jr. is in the chat. Hey, J. Powell Jr., what is going to happen today at 1 o'clock? What are you about to say? Guys, we're about to get some insider information from J. Powell Jr. Oh my God, it's on my line. It's on my line. Oh, it broke my line. Oh no. Oh no. The market makers are not respecting my line. Oh, J. Powell Jr.'s dad never tells him what's going to happen. Shoot. Well, we are out of luck today, guys. No insider information on this stream. That is the best YouTube tag ever. Dude, you can today, J. Powell Jr., you can drop into any futures or market trading YouTube stream on YouTube today and be the talk of the town. So good on you. That's a great gamer. That's a great YouTube tag. The fly on the wall says it will be dovish. That's great, man. I love it. Such a good name. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm glad we have the honor of hosting J. Powell Jr. in our chat today. Hey guys, remember when I said that I was the best line drawer on YouTube? Well, I don't know if I am anymore. I think my hot streak is broken. And also, remember when I said we needed to break through the 50s and we could flush the lows, and then we didn't, and now we're coming back up with some strength. So, yeah. I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's get some W's. I mean, if you're just tuning in, I'm up $35 today, so I'm basically made of money. I'm the best to ever do it. Yeah, my line did make longs look like a bad decision. But to be fair, I mean, my line was really just a trend line off of these highs. And then this kind of was an 830 breakout, but that's why I kind of took it out of the mix here. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, it might be. This might be a good level to go long off of. I don't know. Or VWAP right here. If we can, I mean, we did just create technically we created lower highs if you're looking at candle bodies. Yeah, Peter. Peter, there's a Discord link. Hey, hey, Grim or Caesar, would one of you guys mind sharing the Discord link in the chat for Peter to go ahead and join? Caesar or Grim, if you guys have that available. Yeah, Peter. I don't know why that link didn't work. I refreshed the link today, so the link today is corrected. Sorry about that. ES just failed to break above VWAP, and it's breaking down below it now. Nasdaq might follow suit here. It disrespected my line by about 5 handles, so not terrible. But Peter, yeah, I'm gonna get you that updated link right now. If the guys aren't able to do it, I can try to grab it real quick. Let's see. I'm not very good with this. I'm still learning Discord. Here we go. All right, Peter. Here is the link to the Discord, and if you wanna shoot me a message. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Are we going to find the 50s today? Are we going to find the 50s? I don't know. But I'm going to try. I'm going to take this if it gives it to me. If it gives it to me, come on, baby. The ES is melting right now. The ES is just ripping its own face off, and that was a terrible trade location, but it might work out for me. Let's see if we get this. My target is down at the lows of the day. I'm going to target, if we do come to the lows, we will probably sweep them. So target down here at 220. This is probably going to be we're probably going to be in this trade for a few minutes if we don't get stopped out here. Let's see what happens. Hey, Dev just booked $35. Look at us. We are rich. Next stop, Lambo dealership. I'm going to buy a Lambo and just stunt on the whole internet. I'm going to be the coolest guy on YouTube with a Lambo. And what else can I buy with my $35? Obviously, I'm going to buy a Lambo. What else? What else do you buy to be cool on YouTube? Lambo. I know, I'm trying to decide if I just take my profits here or if I wait and see if we break the 50 level here. I want to break 50s. A Russian bride. Well, I'm already married, and I love my wife quite dearly, so I don't really want a new bride. And besides, I'm still trying to be a good husband to one wife. I don't want two. Hold? You think I should hodl? Russian bride? Man, a lot of people in here think Russian bride is a good way to go. Okay. Are there sanctions on Russian brides? I know there's sanctions, like all the Russian billionaires are getting their yachts taken and stuff. Are they getting their brides taken too? Because that would suck if you fell in love with a Russian bride and then the government took it away from you. Bitcoin dumped again? Really? I usually get notifications on my phone when things like that take a big dive. What did Bitcoin dump to? Oh, Bitcoin's down 3.4% today. Ethereum's down 4.3%. Dang. Oh, guys, I'm scared. Is it going to break down? I want to move my stop to break even so bad right now. No more dollar menu. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to buy a Lambo, and I'm only going to eat at the finest steakhouses in all the land. And I'm going to post pictures of my food. And I'm just going to make sure that my watch is just subtly sneaked into every picture. I say that about watches. I actually am a watch guy. I've got a few nice watches that I really like, but I don't flash them on social media. It's going to dump in 4 minutes. Thanks, Matt. Hey, yeah, Murder's not here, so we need someone else to call out these, in 4 minutes, it's going to